Hey, so it's not lost to me that there's a lot of new firearms owners out there. Uh, from the time I'm recording this video, we are right before the weekend before the presidential election of 2020. I don't know what's going to go on. I sincerely hope it's not going to be as bad as some people are predicting, but who knows what's going to happen in the next coming days or weeks or months. But there's a lot of contention going on in this country. There's a lot of rivalry and I don't know, opposing political views and stuff. Stay safe out there. I know that I am downstairs right now. I'm making sure all my stuff is ready to go. Not physically leave, but like it's all buttoned up, ready to ready to survive off if I need to. And one of the things I'm working on is my firearms. I'm checking my guns, making sure they're loaded, lubed, all that jazz. The ones that I trust. Now, not everything that I own. My safe's right here. That's why I'm pointing in that direction. Not everything that I own is something that I would go to in a dire situation, but I do have a handful of guns that I trust. I've got my AR. I've got my my Mossberg Shockwave that you've seen. I do have a couple other shotguns, but I love that Shockwave. A number of handguns, and I'm just making sure that those are ready to go. I don't think there's going to be violence. I really hope there's not going to be violence. And if there is, I hope it's localized and gets taken care of quickly. But I want to throw this little point of view in here, just for a second, if you hear me out. As dangerous as the outside can be, as dangerous as people can be to each other when they're riled up or whatever's going on, whatever could be going on, riots, civil unrest, civil war, you name it, all of that. I'm a father. I have kids upstairs. I have little kids upstairs. They're asleep right now, thankfully. But all of the other stuff that's going on, the reason that I have guns is to protect my family, to protect myself and protect my family, mostly my family. I just loaded up my shotgun, my firearm, Mossberg Shockwave, and the way that I keep it is round in the chamber and 5 in the tube. So there's 6 rounds on board plus a side saddle on there. It's not a gun that I store in my closet. It's not, and the safety's on, and so it's ready to go, but I just have to pull it out, undo the safety, and I'm good to go. A lot of people keep firearms loaded up more accessible than in a large steel safe. I also have firearms loaded up that are more accessible than a large steel safe. I've got smaller safes. Sometimes I'll have a firearm on my person. But what I want to do is actually just point out that sometimes we can get scared of the riots and the whatever's going on outside and not realize how dangerous our own potential negligence is. If I leave a gun loaded up in my closet, even if I leave a round out of the chamber, I'm responsible for how that gun is used. And if my kid, my 6, 7, 8-year-old, comes over and grabs that gun and figures out, this is the action release, here's how you pump the thing, they've seen it on TV, whatever they're just fiddling with it, and they load that gun and accidentally put the safety off and pull the trigger, terrible things can happen. That's so much more scary and so much more common than riots, than civil war, than all of these other things we have guns to protect ourselves from. More common than home invasions, maybe not, I don't know about the statistics on that, but accidents are huge and terrible. Don't let that be you, please. If you've got a gun for self-defense, if you've got it loaded, put a trigger lock on it, do whatever you need to do, and if you need to have something on you because you're worried that in 15 seconds someone can break through your door and assault you and your family and all that, I understand the fear. have it on your person. There's no need to keep a loaded gun in your closet or under your couch or wherever you're going to store it without some kind of extra protection. That's it. Biometrics, combination locks, anything like that, make sure they're appropriate to your household. It's your responsibility. Teaching your kids is great, and I'm going to teach my kids. I remember when I was a kid, there was a NRA Eddie the Eagle, I think, and it was he always said, if you find a firearm, stop, don't touch, leave the area, tell an adult. And I still remember that. And same thing. I'm going to teach my kids the same exact thing. If they see a gun, if I've messed up and they see one lying out, don't touch it. Come tell me. Cool. That's awesome. It applies to my home and applies to everyone else's home. I would rather that happen than have something terrible happen. I will also do everything in my power to make sure that if they get unauthorized access to the firearm, they cannot shoot it, or it's more difficult for them to shoot it accidentally or negligently, because it's negligence on my end. Sorry it's such a ranty video, but I just wanted to put that out there. Stay safe. Keep yourself, keep your family safe in these coming weeks and days and months and whatever else is going on. I don't know what's going on either. Yeah, that's it. Be civil. Yeah. Stay safe out there, everyone. See ya.